Abuja.
Hello, good morning and happy new month. Welcome to DatelineAbuja on AIT, your #1 general TV magazine program. Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Thursday morning. I'm Hauwa, Momoh. It has come to our concern about road traffic management in Abuja recently because there are lots of agencies that we see on the road like the police, the VIO or the Frsc carrying out duplication of roles, whereas they each have different roles as it concerns peace, order and safety in our society. Well, most of the times it is these agencies or enforcement that causes the roadblocks or hold-ups because they either stop vehicles at the middle of the road or even by the traffic lights. Which brings us to our focus for today on the role of the VIO, police and Frsc, focusing on the Frsc, on road traffic management. The big question now is, are they carrying out the same roles? But before we discuss furthermore, let's go to the streets to hear the opinions of road users.
For me, work of road safety is okay. Well, rescue lives and other things. But work of VIO, I don't know, because road safety do the same work with VIO. I don't know if they can merge them together and let them do this. Let them do one particular work. Now this work will stop you today. The same will do other thing. No.
Issue of VIO and task force. For me, task force is too bad for us for here. But VIO now, the thing is getting limit. Understand? But here we hear that we are parking well. But when they come here, they used to arrest us here. At times, if you see them that if we want to run, they will use stick and break our glasses. Understand? We don't have any freedom in Abuja here. There is no park. And government did not do anything about it.
The harassment is too much every day. The garage they create for every drivers to operate. The garage is not enough for everybody. We've gone to the minister's office to speak with the minister for him to please create a space for us to be operating. That is number one. Then number two, they come to this very place to harass every of the drivers. They ask most of the drivers to paint their cars Abuja color, green, white, green, which we do. They told us to obtain some papers, which we do as well. But still, they still come around with prisons officers, immigrations, Nigerian Army, Civil Defense, DSS, police and soldiers. And they keep coming around to harass everybody. You understand? If you try to escape by trying to avoid them, they will break your glass.
Well, we all know that the various roles of these forces are aimed to work for the interest of the general public. But hearing from the road commuters and drivers, most people are not happy about the mannerism these forces go about their duties. Well, we'll be discussing more on this with our guests after this break. Stay with us. I've been watching this city for most of my life and I've seen it grow. And I can't believe how quickly it is growing. DatelineAbuja here in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, just makes sense. This city is at the center of so many stories, culturally, socially and economically. When you look at Abuja, what do you see? When you see a market, I see a melting pot of culture. When most people see construction, I see development. A road, I see connectivity. The lake, I see possibilities. This is my city. See it from a different perspective. For news, people, places, events, and lifestyle, DatelineAbuja, here in the Federal Capital Territory. Well, my guest today on DatelineAbuja is Corps Commander BISI KAZEEM. He is the Corps Public Education Officer, Frsc. You're welcome to DatelineAbuja, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first things, we'd like to tell us the exact role of the Frsc on our roads.
Well, majorly, we are there to make sure that road traffic crashes are reduced to the barest minimum level. We perform this by making sure that we do a lot of public education and enlightenment. We do rescue and emergency road traffic laws and regulations enforcement, road traffic management, road transport regulation. We clear obstructions on the road. We relate with other agencies that are related with us. We cooperate with them, most especially Federal Ministry of Works, State Ministry of Works, and local works department to do a lot of safety engineering by making sure that we do road audits and recommend works that are supposed to be rendered to the relevant agencies. So these are basically what we do.
Okay.
Just basically.
Okay. What about on vehicles in particular? Because the whole essence of this topic is because we find out that the road safety, the VIO and police actually are doing almost the same thing when it comes to road users and vehicle commuters and all that.
Well, let me put it this way: we have three major causes of crashes. Major. We have human factors, we have mechanical factors, and we have environmental factors. Let me break them down. We can cite example of human to be either driver or governmental stroke decisional factors. It can even be subdivided into something like societal factors, all human. Mm-hmm. Then we have a mechanical, talking about the vehicles that we drive, the standards, the specifications, the maintenance, and the rest. While the environmental factors could be related to probably the roads, the road condition, traffic situation, weather condition, lighting condition, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's interrelated and interwoven. Though in Nigeria here, 90% of causative agents in accident related issues are human induced, that is human factors. But mechanical factors still contribute, and environmental factors could contribute, and combination of the three could equally contribute. But majorly, we want to say that human factors is the most important, because as an human being, if you do not put your vehicle on the road, the vehicle will not move. And if you know how to use the road, do you understand? The road equally will not.
So, in the human factor, are you trying to say like maybe the way the person is drunk or under an influence or something? Attitude.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? There are so many factors outlined. If you are speeding, for example, is human.
Okay.
If you overload your vehicle, is human.
Okay.
If you do not use your seatbelt, is human. If you use your phone while driving, if you face oncoming traffic, if you beat traffic lights, all these are human related.
Okay.
The only one I can now talk about is probably mechanical factor, where probably you do not maintain your vehicle, or the standards of the vehicle you are using or specification is not meant for what you are using them for. The accident will happen. For example, if you are using the one they call B2, Volkswagen,
yeah.
Now you decide to place it as to use it for commercial purposes. You're already looking for accidents. So in that wise, we are saying, or probably bad roads sometimes.
Okay.
But we equally believe that if a driver is very careful, you can still manage that vehicle that is a little bit mechanically deficient on a bad road, and you still not be involved in a crash.
Okay, beautiful. Well, now we're talking about road users and drivers. If road safety, they've stopped me a couple of times, I'm sure a lot of viewers out there, the first thing they ask are your car particulars. Now, this is where we say multiplication of duties. The policeman stops you and asks for your car particulars. VIO stops you, does the same thing, and the road safety officer stops you and asks for your car particulars. Are they supposed to do that? Being now, you're talking about the mechanical aspect. You're talking about the way the car is. Does that have to do with if my particulars are not registered or they're expired? Does it have anything to do with my performance on the road?
Thank you very much. In Frsc, that is to us, you must have committed an offense, or you must have been seen to have committed an offense before you are stopped in the first place.
Okay.
We have primary offenses. Mm-hmm. The one I've highlighted: speed violation, overloading, or lack of usage of seatbelt, phone on wheel, and the rest. Mm-hmm. Once you are now stopped, it behooves on us now to look for documents to make sure, we're supposed to give you a ticket to enforce the law on you.
For stopping me first, that means I'm a suspect of something.
Yes, we're suspected to have committed an offense, a primary offense.
Suspected.
Not driver's license now, not vehicle document. Probably, I observe you're not using your seatbelt, then you are stopped. The next thing, after introducing myself to you, is to ask for your documents. Number one, we want to see whether you are licensed to drive.
Okay.
We want to see whether the vehicle you are driving is not stolen. It's not bringing a lot of other things. Then again, if we are going to book you, if we are going to give you a citation, then we must look for some documents that we are going to confiscate to make you come to the office to pay. Do you understand? We have just introduced flight tickets where we can post a ticket to Hauwa in AIT. And we'll be sure that you come and pay. But where we do not know you, or probably your address is not known to us, we must have some confiscations that will make you to know that, oh, I've been booked in Frsc office and I have my document with them. And without this document, I cannot operate on the road. So you will be forced to come to the office to either pay your fines or to undergo public education, as the case may be, because in Frsc, we have 4 approach systems that we use. People just see us as law enforcers. We enforce the law always. No, we do a lot of public education, advocacy, and sensitization. And that is one approach system. We do persuasion. We persuade people not to kill themselves. You understand? I can liken it to a situation where, you are a fine woman. Don't you think if you should involve yourself in a crash now, your children will suffer? Persuading you, thinking, then we use subtle force, probably delaying you sometimes.
Is that what you guys?
That's subtle force. That is still not enforcement. Okay. Then the last one is the enforcement, where we give you a ticket to go to the bank to pay, or to come for public education in our office again, or to prosecute you in either a mobile court or magistrate court, as the case may be. So, in essence, these are the things that are there. So, it is not only enforcement. We can now ask you for your document. We are asking you for documents for 3 reasons I've mentioned. 1, are you licensed to drive if you ask for your driver's license? 2, the documents of the vehicle, want to relate it to the vehicle you are driving, whether it's stolen or not. We discovered a lot like that. Then number 3, we don't want to impound your vehicle. So we want a situation where you have some documents that you will come back to the office. For example, if your driver's license is seized, it's about 6,350 naira to pick another driver's license. That is one. Then you know that probably you've just been booked for a 2,000 naira offense. You will not want to lose your driver's license at 6,000. Not only the amount alone, but the rigor of going through the process of procuring another driver's license will make you to want to come to the office. That is the essence of asking for this.
Okay, but you said something about why road safety officers, you must be suspected before they stop you. Either you're not using your seatbelt, or you're on the phone, or they suspect something about you. I beg to differ, because there are some times where I've been stopped a lot of times, and most times on private roads, like maybe not on an express road, and they just stop you, park, and I'm waiting. Probably I have to get to the office. You want my driver's license? Here. My seatbelt is on. I'm not on the phone. You want my driver's license? Here. My car particulars? Here. Okay, bye. You just wasted some of my time. Is it your duty now to stop me and ask for my car papers? I'm not a suspect.
You cannot say you are not a suspect until it is proven.
Okay,
let me start an example. They might stop you and say, let me check your tires. There's tire violation.
You've never done that.
No, I'm just saying so. They could ask you, they could see a crack on your windscreen. There are so many offenses that are not known to people that could make somebody to stop you. And they might want to know whether you are overloaded. You understand? It's coming. So it has stopped you. And after stopping you, and everything is okay, not that document, then they'll ask you to go. You don't count that waste of time, because the person is rightly doing his duties.
Yeah, but you said you must be suspected. If all these things, my tires are brand new, everything
How do
is
we
like.
determine whether your tires are brand new?
Okay, and when they stop me, they're not checking my tires. They're actually asking me for my papers.
There are 4 people in the patrol car. The person that is attending to you is the person that you know. Do you know what other people are doing? Whether they're checking the expiry date of your tire without letting you know.
Okay.
So there are so many things that are involved
working on
in enforcing the rules on the road. It's not just they have not done anything wrong by stopping.
No, they've not done anything wrong. But you said for them to stop me. One, you said you must be a suspect. Now you said you must be checking tires or something. But they just stop.
It's
They don't.
suspect. If we have seen brand new tires that are expired, you understand? It's suspicious. Okay. Oh, let me stop. That tire is bad. You have been suspected to have committed an offense of tire violation. That's what I mean by a primary offense is what will make them to stop you. All these documents are secondary offenses that could be added to the primary offense to make your fines more bogus. For example, you will stop you now. We'll just stop you for speed violation. I will now find out that you don't have your documents. Driver's license violation will be there, papers, vehicle license, and in the process we could even see that your lights are not working. Light signs violation. That can lead to a lot of things. We can equally now ask you for fire extinguisher. It's not there, we add it. Ordinarily, we will not ask you for your fire extinguisher if an offense has not been committed. So these are things.
Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to drag you into something. Now, this is the same role that the VIO, the vehicle inspection officers, they do. Don't you think there's multiplication of duties in this?
There's nothing like duplication of duties.
Okay.
Even in developed countries, we have multifaceted agencies on the road with specific roles. You understand? And sometimes that does not mean what A is asking for, B cannot ask for. For example, when you're talking about roadworthiness and whatever, Frsc can ask for whether it can actually ascertain whether your vehicle is roadworthy because it could lead to crash.
Yeah, but the mechanical aspect you talked about.
Yes. You understand? Meanwhile, VIOs are called vehicle inspection officers. Basically, that's their own duty. You understand? And anything licensing. So the police, the traffic division of the police, equally have a role there. They could stop you for whatever thing. Even stopping you on the road could be wanting to find out whether you are the owner of that vehicle, whether it's stolen. But once you are stopped, you want to believe we are doing the same role. No, you are stopped by police to ask for your document to ascertain whether those documents. Frsc can equally ask for that because we're all working for the security and safety on the roads.
Thank you very much. Well, okay, now we're going social media wise. We've got some videos and pictures via social media that they went viral, talking about we had one particular one that a road safety officer was in quotes harassing a driver, and the partner stoned the vehicle, the glass of the car. I'm sure you also watched it. What do you have to say about that?
Well, let me tell you what we do in the Frsc that is not known to people. A lot of people believe we just jump into people's car. No. You see, once an offense is committed and you do not have relevant documents, and the person there using his discretion is bent on enforcing the law on you, which is discretionary, he could tutor you there and ask you to go. If he wants to enforce the law, and as a team, the next thing is that they ask somebody to be in your vehicle, to take your vehicle for impoundment in either an office or probably police station or any relevant places that they can take that vehicle to for safety purposes. And the next thing is for the team to start to tell them so that you do not abduct the person in the vehicle. Okay. A case in question is the case is not yet over. We are going to prosecute that person that you are saying that some Nigerians are saying is being harassed.
Because watch video the.
That's what I'm saying. You see,
I just want to clear the air. Yeah,
I'm going to clear the air. The lady in question was put in the vehicle to impound the vehicle in the next office. which is around Juicy Alaji area. Then 2 or 3 men in the vehicle, they decided to veer off. I mean, to smooth.
2 men.
You know, they just decided to move on without minding that one person was in the vehicle. What do you think will come to the lady's head? Safety. She wasn't dragging the steering. She was using her experience to level the gear. Because when you bring a gear to neutral, it stops. And that was what she was trying to do for safety. For the person that was trying to save the person by smashing the glass, we are not happy about that.
Okay.
Do you understand? And appropriate disciplinary action is being taken on him. But nevertheless, what came to his mind was, look, how do I stop my colleague from being taken away, from being abducted by men? And you should equally realize this again. Anything could happen to her. So what came to his mind was to just, if I break your windscreen or side glass, you will stop. That's what he did. We do not allow that because there are procedures. You can go ahead and report at the nearest police station. You can start to, block the vehicle and the rest. So that one is not. But for the lady, she was just trying.
So you saying the lady was actually doing the right thing?
That's what I'm saying.
If you were in that position,
I
would you
could do that too, because
don't you think you cause like a little chaos on the road and maybe the car is coming because they're dragging?
When you are looking at that, you understand. What comes to your mind is safety. In fact, there are situations where you even prepare a lesser death than a bigger death. Somebody taking you to a place you don't know. If you are able to level the gear and it's veer off and properly move to smash a tree and you are safe, you will want to believe, well, the person in question has been served as someone to go to court, is going to be prosecuted.
That's the driver.
For trying to abduct a marshal.
Okay, so what you think what the lady did was okay?
Very okay.
But what the other guy did, as you're prosecuting the driver, the officer who smashed the vehicle, is he also facing?
He has been withdrawn from that command and is requiring measures and internal action will be taken, which is
left for you.
Left for us.
Okay. Now, what would you? We want to round up right now. We want you to use this opportunity to tell road users the rights, because most people, before coming here, we actually went into the streets to talk to drivers, passengers, road commuters, and they all had mixed reactions about the role of the VIO, police, and road safety. They actually feel they are being harassed. Sometimes they stop them and cause a lot of hold-ups and, block roads. There may be an ambulance, somebody trying to get to the hospital or an emergency. And so there may be mixed reactions. We want to use this opportunity to clear the air, to say, well, these are and you just made something clear to me right now that you must be a suspect, in quotes, for the road safety. I don't know about the VIO and the police, but you must be a suspect before they can stop you. Can you use this opportunity to let us know the difference?
Well, you see, there's nothing that is too much to save a life on the road. There's nothing, even if you have 10, okay, you're even talking about FCT. What about the situation where in other places where they have traffic agencies in the state? For example, last mile in Lagos.
Yeah, because maybe that the absence of the VIO is in banned in Lagos. So
even before then, they were working together. So what I'm saying in essence is that, look, specific rules, some could overlap for safety. For example, the traffic police is there to ensure that most of the vehicles on the road are not stolen. Most of the people driving are not criminals, and they could equally stop you on the road to check criminal activities. For example, if they stop your vehicle and ask you to park, and they check your boot, and they find people with cocaine in the past, they find people with human head in the past, so they are doing their own work. You understand? That is the police, not even traffic. The traffic police even have specific rules that concerns safety of the drivers too. Okay. Why the VIOs, like I told you, specifically things about licensing and issues of roadworthiness, whether the vehicles are okay and where they are rickety, they put off the road and the rest, and they find your vehicle, they make sure that they change all those things. In our situation, like I told you, in order to stop carnage on our road, we must see a lot of things. We must see that you do not speed, you do not use phone on wheel, you do not drink and drive. These are specific things we do. And most of the time, we meet on the road. You understand? As we do a lot of motorized kind of patrol, we do not block the highway.
Yes.
To say, hey, every vehicle park. In fact, we have a kind of policy that must be adhered to. You don't stop more than 2 or 3 vehicles at a time.
Road safety doesn't. Yeah.
So we are not clear with you, and that's why some people will accuse us. Oh, why are you not stopping that? Why are you stopping me? Because we do not want to cause congestion on the road that will probably lead to crash. So, by and large, everyone is working for the betterment of Nigerians.
Thank you so much. Well, we're talking to Corps Commander BISI KAZEEM. He is the Corps Public Education Officer, Frsc. This is DatelineAbuja. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. From our guests, the various roles carried out by the Frsc on road traffic management, and we can see that they try as much as possible to maintain peace and order on our roads, making it conducive for road users. But we as citizens on our own part should make sure we obey the law and avoid unnecessary harassment. Every Nigerian has rights, duties, liabilities and privileges, so endeavor to know your rights and never be intimidated. And that's a wrap on This Week for DatelineAbuja. To watch a repeat broadcast, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel showing right now on your TV screen. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Hauwa Momoh. Bye for now.